types of hoops. This one, and what's I put on here is from a coat hanger. I bent and twisted around it for a hanger.
Hold it up so they can see it really well.
Like this. Or you can use just a heavier gauge wire, like a 24 gauge wire, for wrapping our greens on it. I have a 26 gauge wire that I'll be using to wrap with. I cut a piece to use this style of hoop. I don't worry about putting stuff on the back of this one so much. This one here I usually put kind of front and back and wrap them around it. I'll show you in a second. And this one here I'll put this on with my needle nose pliers. I'll just twist it around one spot.
We're making the hanger so that you can hang it when it's completed.
I'll attach that first.
Whenever you're doing this, you need to make sure your wires are tight enough because this can end up being pretty heavy by the end of it.
Yeah, just a little heavier gauge.
Make sure your wire is long enough so that it sits across. The hangers are about an inch wide that hold a wreath. Is that right, Mom?
What?
The hanger that holds the wreath?
Yeah. I don't think
You have one. I saw one just a second ago. It's right there behind you on the tote. So they're about an inch wide metal hanger. So your wire needs to be wide enough to sit across that and hold your wreath. If you're doing it over the door, of course.
Yeah, or on a nail or something, so you have something like this.
Can you put it down on the table because it's really hard to see against your shirt?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. All right. And now we got our 2 greens.
So we've cut some boughs already, which we showed in another video how to pick your boughs.
And we're going to be that style first.
No, I think most people are going to go with this style
you can
wiring.
Twist a coat hanger if you want to. If you were going to do this one, you would start up near your hanger.
Well,
either one.
Either one you can start by the hanger, which you know is going to be your top.
Yeah, on this one here you'd attach your wire first, whatever one you're going to use. Let's see here, there we go.
You don't lose your end. It's hard to see on the...
I attach it right on the hanger, right near the hanger, wrap it around.
Some people might like to use a finger cut or not too bulky a glove, like those rubber gardening gloves, because the wire can be a little prickly, so can the branches if you have sensitive fingers.
Depends on what
but you need to be able to use your needle nose pliers and stuff.
Then you just lay it on here.
Do you want to show them how to layer the boughs so that the
That's just what I'm going to put you for. I have like a cluster, usually about 3, and sometimes you can put in some little pieces, stray pieces if you want.
To kind of fill in.
To fill in, or in the back. This one here, I put a little bit in the back, not much.
But the point is you don't want to see the wires through it. You're going to wrap pretty tightly.
Wrap around. Just pull it snug. It's okay. It's pretty forgiving.
Well,
there.
She's a lot stronger than I am.
And it depends on what else you want to put in. In the one that I think Heather showed you earlier, I would do a couple clusters
You don't have any white pine or cedar. And I listed a bunch of other things that are considered evergreens, like holly, cypress, cedar.
I use cedar is popular. Let me get something over here for us.
Sorry, I'm not going to show you the whole basement because we have kind of been doing a few different projects here and it's kind of a mess. We have things dripping from paint and
What kind of projects?
pine cone reeds and other things being done down here. So I'm not going to wide angle while she grabs stuff.
These are some dried greens.
Do you want to tell them what it is?
Miss Sue gave this to me, and I think it's sweet. What was this called? Do you remember?
Sweet Annie.
Sweet Annie.
Sweet Annie.
And it does smell really
It is
good.
very strong, sweet smell.
Okay.
And again, this can be done with some ivy. It can be done with artificial. You can add berries in there.
And you just move down where you were doing, just down a little bit right here, hiding that.
Yeah, you cover the wire and the bases of the bunch before.
And just wrap that around a couple of times.
Good and tight.
Then with the next round, if I was going to put some of this in, this would be now. Cut whatever you want it to look. Wrap it around there once. And then keep going with your boughs. You can put some little pieces in there sometimes.
You can use odd shaped boughs. Sometimes they look kind of pretty if they stick out to the side a bit more. I like mine really, really full.
There we go. This is what I want.
If you have the space and you can put all of your boughs out on the table, sometimes it helps so you have a lot of options to pick from all at once. We've kind of limited our space on ourselves here.
This one's got to cut down some more.
She's trimming for a look.
Pieces.
Let me pull more out.
There you go.
It is very piney in here right now.
Just put a couple little pieces behind there.
Sorry, I'm trying to do two hands and it snowed, so some of this is a little wet.
Yes, I had to shake the snow off to get it. Oh, it's starting to shake.
And you keep doing this until you get all the way around back to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted to add in any other decorations, there's, as I showed in another picture, you can hang something. You can put a bow, you can put lights. There's battery operated lights. You'd want to wire the battery box to the back, of course. You can put ornaments, you can put fruits, or people put gourds and gnomes. My cousin put gnomes on hers for her niece. It's only limited pretty much by your imagination.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So do you want to show them how to do the 4?
It's pretty much the same way. You probably don't have to put anything on the back.
But you do want to alternate the rings that we're doing.
No,
Oh, I do. I alternate which ring I'm wiring to.
I just keep going around the whole thing.
Yep. That's what I do.
No, I mean, I'll put a bunch tied to this one, then I'll put a bunch
I don't
tied.
go all the way around.
All the way around.
Maybe that's why mine's so heavy and full.
Your mom does, I just followed your mom. Des loved it.
I was gonna say maybe that's why mine's so heavy is because I put bunches on each of the, like I don't directly over, but I alternate.
Des loved it the way it was.
I gotta tell you, the last one I did probably weighed 50 pounds.
But are there people out who actually still want to wreaths that haven't yet? You better be seeing this.
There we go.
As long as you're wearing wreaths. Later.
Oop, we have the other
You're
one
gonna have to
over
say
there.
you're about to tie it to the ring. You want me to move this one?
Yes, please.
Can you? There you go. I have this one finished. And again, she hasn't even cut this wire off the spool yet. She just keeps continuing the.
Yeah. And when you end it, you wanna end it. I just wrap it around the hanger. When I end it, you wanna tie it right up close to right here, right where you started. Hang it right up here, right where you started.
Yep,
push
she's
it right
what
in.
she's saying is she's tying it off at the same spot she started when she ends. So this is basically how you do it, and it's limited only by your own creativity, and you just keep placing these on top of each bunch and adding in whatever you want to add in, and that's how you make an evergreen wreath.